Martin here, if you're fishing and more. Just want to talk to you a little bit about Yabby pumps. I've had a bit of a problem lately. Someone decided to tea-leaf mine out of the back of my truck, which I've had for years, and I've had all sorts of strife trying to get the new ones to work. I tried to fix some of my old ones for a start, and that didn't work either, for the same reason, which I'll explain to you in a minute. And I just hope this saves you a lot of grief that I went through trying to get it to work, because it's very frustrating. Anyhow, we'll get on with it, and I hope it helps you.
But what the problem's been, I had some old ones here, and I bought new rubbers for them. I thought I'd fix up one of those and get them working. But no matter what I did, I couldn't get it to work. They just wouldn't suck the water, just suck air. You get the sand out with the first pump, and the second pump it'd just suck air. So I said, to hell with it. I went and bought a new pump, and you wouldn't believe it, it done the same thing. But the pumps only had the single washers. And I've since spoken to a lot of people and who have also had the same problem with brand new pumps and so forth. But a bit of sand on that, didn't wash that out very well, did I? But what I found was, for some reason, if you're just using the single normal Yabby pump washer that you go in the shop and buy, you can do the wing nut up, do it up to a stage where it will suck water, but then you need muscles on you, just like Arnold Schwarzenegger, to be able to work the pump. And yeah, a lot of people get disheartened because the pump's not working. People I've talked to said, those Yabby pumps they use is too hard to work. If you set your pump up right, it's not hard work. It's easy, and it shouldn't knock you around. So what I discovered, I remembered how I had my old one set up. You can buy these multi washers. There's none available at the moment in Queensland or New South Wales, but they call it deluxe bait pump washers, and there's 6 to a pack, 5 or 6 to a pack, and that's just the standard washer that you buy everywhere. It's about $5 something. These are anywhere from $7 up to $10 for a pack. But if you put one of those above you put your brass washer on first, you wash like that on first, then that thin one, then that one, and then put another thin one on that side of it, put it on, put your brass washer on, and put your wing nut on, and you don't have to do it anywhere near as tight. Just turn it up, and it's quite easy to use. You don't need a lot of strength to be able to use it then, and it doesn't, you can pump, well, I can pump 270 odd yabbies in 20 minutes the other day. No worries at all. And still not having my tongue down around the ground. But that single washer is the answer to it. For some reason, it's sucking air past these washers unless you've got it done up real tight to compress it. I don't know whether these are the new washers that you buy nowadays. They're just slightly smaller in circumference or something to the pump. They should work theoretically. They're the right size and everything. But until you put this washer in, and the way I worked out that was the problem, I put a bit of water above the washer so it sealed it off when you sucked it this way, and it worked like a dream. So I went back up Saturday afternoon after I fixed it and put the washers and that in it like that, and the other one's still in here. Yeah. You have it like that, just one each side of that wire, rather, and then it goes on there, and you got the other brass nut washer on there, and then the wing nut on that. And then I went back up and pumped yabbies in the exact same spot that I was having the pump wouldn't even look like working in, and 50 odd yabbies in 5 minutes. But that is the secret, and I've spoken to a lot of people and they've all had the same problem. sure they can get them to work, and then they curse it and they go back to using lures and that because they reckon this bait fishing is too hard to work trying to dig yabbies. And it shouldn't be. It should be just relaxing, and half the fun of going fishing is collecting your bait, especially with kids and stuff like that. They get a kick out of it. But you give a kid a yabby pump where he can't get it to work properly, he's going to lose heart real quick. But buy yourself 2 sets of washers, and I guarantee your old pump that you've frustrated with, that you'd throw away in disgust, which I went just about done with this thing because I couldn't get it to work. I reckon brand new pump, I was going to take it back. It was crazy. Set your washers up like that and you won't have a problem. It'll work like a dream every time for you. Anyhow, that's just a little hint. I thought it just to save you grief. Why, I don't really know the answer. Haven't got the answer to that, except that's the way you got to do it to get them to work. If you do that, you'll find pumping yabbies is a breeze, and you'll enjoy it a whole lot more. You enjoy your day's fishing. It doesn't knock the hell out of you, especially when you start to get on in years. Digging yabbies can be a little bit strenuous, but if you set your pump up right like I've just showed you now, you'll find you can manage it, no worries at all. Anyhow, I hope that's helped you all, especially you people that would like to get into using yabbies as bait. It's cheap bait. Initial outlay is about 80-90 bucks for a pump, and once you've got that pump, you got bait for the rest of your life, free bait. Because most of the yabby banks, where I live at any rate, most of the sandbanks have got yabbies on them, and you never have trouble finding yabbies. Well, that's the only bait I use. I don't use any other bait. I don't buy worms. I don't use this or that, or plus soft plastics. I have been guilty of using soft plastics in the past, once now and again. For flathead, there is times when they do prefer soft plastics over the yabbies, but you'll catch your flathead and everything on the yabbies. Your brim lovem, tarwine, grunter, they all take a yabby. Especially in this area where yabbies are the main food supply on the sandbanks, and that's what they're up on the sandbanks for. And so naturally, you're going to use the bait. Your bait's going to be what they're used to feeding on. So, okay, enjoy your fishing, and I hope that helps and makes life a lot easier for you. Bye now.